Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dee and this is Colorful Dreams. I want to welcome new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers. You guys are all amazing and I absolutely adore each and every one of you. So, this will be part 3 of my 12-year coloring journey of everything that I have completed throughout those 12 years. Part two got to about halfway through the book, which I showed you guys, and I'm going to keep going with the rest of this binder for part 3. Just a reminder that the pencils that I did use throughout my beginning journey were the Crayolas, the Marco Raffines Studio Series pencils, Prang pencils as well. What else did I use? I used gel pens, Lollies, and Solabellas. And yeah, we're gonna get going. I pretty much stuck to some similar artists because those are the artists that I had found and really liked at the beginning of my journey. So I can't remember exactly what pencils for each picture, but I just told you what pencils I used and gel pens and stuff like that. And I never keep my pictures in my books. I always take them out or have a PDF of the book so I can print it out on my own paper, and then I stick them all in sleeves like you see here. So let's get started. This one was a Hannah Lynn picture, and I'm definitely going to retry and color some of these pictures again the way I color now, because 12 years later it's not so much 12 years later, you know, just a few years in between. It'll be nice to see the difference. This one here is a Hannah Lynn from one of her Broken Circles books. I actually used glitter glue for the middle of the little stars here. And I used to like the dark outline with the light colors. That's how I used to color when I was younger. A lot of us, I think, did color that way. This picture here is another Tabitha Barnett, and that was strictly pencil that I colored this one. I didn't really do much shading. I just did the dark light kind of method. This was from a Julia River book. I believe it's from her fairy tale doodle book. I really enjoyed this picture when I was coloring it. It was really calming, and I just straight colored it. I didn't do much with it, and I just went with the flow. Jade Summer, again, straight pencil. A lot of these were straight pencil. Another Tabitha Barnett. I colored a lot of the Broken Circles when they came out. And I tried to give, you know, the sun a kind of glow with the orange outline, and I didn't really smooth out. Like, I use a blender pencil now and stuff, but I just kind of colored straight, and it made me happy. So this was from my Archie and Pals coloring book that my girls had gotten me one year. They knew I loved Archie comics, and they knew I loved coloring, so they got me the book. I tried to go, like, I think this was for a challenge in a group that I had been in, and I went, like, American with it. I can't remember. It was like I think it was like a July 4th kind of challenge. This was for a monochrome challenge. This is another Broken Circle by Tabitha Barnett. I wasn't really feeling this one. As you can see, I didn't, you know, really try. I just kind of grabbed a bunch of blues and threw it on there. This one was a hot mess. Tabitha Barnett. It was from her Celestial book, and I threw a bunch of glue and glitter, and it made a huge mess. This one I really had fun doing. I would definitely do it differently now, but it was another Tabitha Barnett Broken Circles. This was a freebie from Edwina McNamee. I would definitely color this differently, but it made me happy at the time, and lots of people loved it, so it boosted my coloring confidence a lot more. And you know, it's funny because just the slightest sweet comment can boost your coloring confidence by so much. So this was a Lacy Sunshine picture from the Stitched book, I think. And again, I used glitter for the sky. That was a hot mess. I was trying to do something different, and yeah, I wasn't happy with it, so moving on. This was a Lacy Sunshine one. It was from the Grayscale books, and I didn't like the grayscale in it. It was way too dark. That's why the pencil is so, like, really dark, because in order to cover it up, I was trying to, yeah. Another Lacy Sunshine page. I was actually having fun with this. I added all this in. They only had like the little dust bunny clouds here, but I did more because, think about it, she has a, to me, I was thinking she's got like a duster and dirt's flying everywhere. Yeah. Another Lacy Sunshine one. I was starting to do different things, or at least trying. These colors, the blue and the yellow and the pink, they were pretty much my favorite, and I love purple and teal together. So as you can see here on the Lacy Sunshine one, I tried to do a rainbow, and yep, same with this, the yellow, the purple, the green, the blue, the pink. I did a lot of mandalas, like with the Tabitha Barnett one and another one. I was super proud of this one. I was happy with, I shaded her hair, and I really worked hard on getting her hair the way I had seen somebody shade, and I was very proud of myself on how I did that, to be honest. But straight coloring, and I was really happy with this page. I love Alice in Wonderland, so when I colored this page, I was really focused. This was a Lacy Sunshine one, and I loved the color I used for the little sheep or ram. But now you won't see me do very many mandalas because I just did so many of them at the beginning of my coloring journey that I just, this is a Bennett Klein one. At the time, I thought I did great with this guide. Looking at it now, I'm like, yeesh, what was I thinking? This one is a Nathaniel Wake from his Chibi Animals book, and I was trying to do like a Lisa Frank kind of little leopard, and I did love the way he turned out. I just didn't like the rest of it. But you can't always have, you know, masterpieces. So that's how we learn throughout our coloring journey. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up pages. You're going to look, you know. This is one of my favorites that I had accomplished near the beginning of my journey. It's a Tabitha Barnett one, but I just used certain colors. I think it was a challenge in Tabitha Barnett's group was to use her favorite colors for the challenge, and it was like blue, teal, purple, and that's how that one turned out. I absolutely love that picture. This one here, I didn't want to color it. This one here, I didn't want to color it normal, like a regular sunflower, so I decided to do rainbow. And it was tedious as I went with colors. And I was super happy with the way it turned out. So, yeah. This was a Nathaniel Wake one from his Floral Fantasy book. I really did try with this one. This is when I got, like, when I first got my paint pens and my white gel pens and stuff, I started doing little things, but yeah, it was okay, but my phone keeps ringing. Good Lord. All right. This is a Bennett Klein one. Yeah. It's, I guess it was supposed to me, I was seeing a phoenix, so that's why I colored it those colors. This is one of my first Deborah Muller pictures from the Fairy Fantasy book, I think. This took me a while, but I liked how I did the color here. And I started learning about, you know, how to make it a little lighter and stuff. This page here was a Nadia Vasilkova picture. I'm kind of iffy about it, but at the time I was super proud of myself. Alice in Wonderland by Jade Summer. Put glitter in the eyes, and yeah, it was kind of... I wish I had done the cat a lot different, that's all. This one was a Lacy Sunshine. I did this one like Christmas, so I'm not one for... At the time, I would do... I was a seasonal colorist, so I would do, you know, use the seasonal colors and da-da-da-da-da. But then as I grew in my coloring journey, I just colored pages and pictures the way I felt. I found out that, you know, that's when I realized there is no right or wrong way. You can color something no matter what. You can color it any color you want, and it's your imagination. It's how you see things. So that's when I did the Tin Girl from Hannah Lynn, and I was happy with her. That one was my daughter. This one, that was like my first sunset, sunrise, I don't know. But I liked the colors I used on the dragon. This one is, I didn't even finish it, as you can see. This is a Deborah Muller page. Another Tabitha Barnett. And Bennett Klein. Another Tabitha. I was really happy with this one. Oh yeah. This is my compass from Kirby Rosane, which I was super proud of myself for this one because it took me a long time to get it the way I wanted it, and I wasn't 100%, you know, sure about myself until I shared it, and, you know, the comments were coming in, and then, like I said, a small comment means the world. I think I used a palette for this one, and I did some shading on the flowers. This is a Sassy Dreamcatcher page. This one was, I think it's a Maggie Swanson page. This one. I was happy with this one too. I liked the colors I used. I mean, now I would shade these differently and stuff, but this one was fun to do because I just went wild with my colors and I absolutely loved it. That's an Edwina McNamee page. This one, I was trying to, you know, splatter paint in the background. Didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, but it is a Molly Harrison picture. Yeah, it didn't work the way I wanted it to, but again, you win some, you lose some. Oh, Terry Sherman. I was okay with this. Now I would do this skin different, but This was printed off the internet. I have no idea. But I was doing this for my father-in-law. Or somebody wanted a tattoo and they wanted me to try and color. This is I can't even remember. I think it's Zoe Sadler. And I did chalk in the background for the sun. This was another mist with the Tabitha Barnett. I was using Sharpie markers for the water. That's when I realized with the thin lines, the markers literally go over. It was horrible. This is from Color On magazine. I liked how the turtle turned out, but then I added this in the background, and then I figured I ruined it. This one I ruined completely. Molly Harrison. I tried to use a stencil in the background, and yeah, it didn't go the way I had planned. I literally drew all of these. I traced them all with the stencil, and I colored them with marker. Yeah. Another Color On magazine page. Yeah, I liked how she turned out, and then again, I did the background and I screwed it up. But you have to practice and practice and practice until, you find what works for you. I think this is a Sabine Designs from the Christmas Joy coloring book. This is a Tabitha Barnett. N.S. Guerrero was having a competition, and this was the page that we were to color, and I colored this, used a stencil and some paint, acrylic paint in the background. I would so color this different now looking at it. This is from one of my Korean coloring books I have. It's by Miko Takai, I think it is. I wanted to do like a rainbow, but yeah, didn't work. This was using all my fluorescents from Edwina McNamee Tropical Ocean book. I used a lot of my gel pens and my fluorescent pencils from my Scholars. Another Benny Blue. I used washi tape for the border. This is a page from Kingsley Publishing. It's just a quick color. The elements didn't really work so well, but it was what it was. Tabitha Barnett, a winter page. So yeah, I was like a seasonal colorist, and I would just color, and whatever I was feeling, and the colors, like here, I was trying to shade and do something with the flowers. Here I tried something different, and the fish, and I would watch people color on YouTube, and I would try little different techniques that I had seen. This book got wet and waterlogged. This was from a Magic Mandalas PDF I got. Colors that I wouldn't usually use, I was using. Sabine Design. This is another Sabine Design Christmas one. I was so many, when I first started coloring and throughout my coloring journey, everything was so different to what I am now. And it goes to show how much you grow as a person, to be honest. This is a Lacy Sunshine one. And this is crayon, I believe, down here. Some Mariola Bedeck. I used my one stencil again. A Jade Summer one. And I screwed up the background, and then I just threw glitter on there. Another Tabitha Barnett mandala. But yeah, looking back, like I've said in my other videos before, I have changed in my tastes, in my coloring, and it took this long to get there, to be honest. Another Sabine design. This was a Sassy one, and this was all acrylic paint. The background was alcohol marker. This is from her Dreamcatcher book. My daughters were into Monster High, so I tried to color it like Monster High girls. And this is acrylic paint and a stencil. This, I didn't like the background. This, I really, really enjoyed doing. It was from Sassy Coloring, and I tried to make it look like an old piece of paper. Yeah. And there's this one by Fabrica Fantasy. Carolina Kubakowska. Camilla Derico. This one is a Sassy page from her Fantasy Fairy Tales book. And I just wanted to go with like black, gold, kind of. I had just gotten metallic markers and I was trying them. This one was split coloring. This is from Kim White, which is Fox Designs. This was for a palette challenge. And I did love these colors together. I really did. And I really enjoyed how it turned out. So, another mandala, a mandala, Tabitha Barnett. Sassy Coloring, Mariola Budek, Sassy, Tabitha Barnett. I started using chalk pastels for backgrounds. I found they were easier to do than colored pencils. Another Tabitha, and I've done this one before, you guys had seen it, but I did it differently. But like I was saying, yes, I found now it's a little different, and you'll see in the next part, part 4, that you will see the difference and what I had changed and the kind of things that I started liking. And yeah, it's just insane to see how much you have grown throughout the years. This is from Chibi Doodle Characters, Jenny Luann. Oh, who are you by? I think this was a Lacy Sunshine, but I cannot remember. This is a Teresa Goodridge page. Took me a while to get this, but I really enjoyed the sky, and I really liked how it turned out. Same with this one. This is a Jenny Luann page. Oh, I can't remember who the artist is for this one. This was one of my favorites as well, from Deborah Muller. The way I colored it, I absolutely enjoyed it. I was trying to do Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I can't remember. I think this is a Mariola Budek as well. But yes, I was the seasonal colors at the time. That's oh gosh, Deborah Muller. This is a Tabitha Barnett. You can see even my colors are darker and different than what I use now. Christine Karen from her Characters book. I was doing a Fire and Ice challenge. This is from Anime Doodle Girls by Jenny Luann. This is Sabine Design. Deborah Muller. This is from my Korean coloring book, the Miko Takai. Mariola Budek, Sabine Designs. So yeah, It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of nostalgic, really. Jade Summer, Jeremiah Kettner. I really loved how this one turned out. I can't even remember where it came from. I really loved how the colors turned out. This was all gel pen from Jade Summer. Another Jade Summer for Thanksgiving. This is from the Nutcracker book by Jenny Luan. Another mandala, Edwina McNamee. I think it's her Winter Dreamlings book. This one was all fine liners, to be honest. It took me forever, but it was all fine liners. That's a Tabitha Barnett. This one is a Constantinos Lear, I can't even remember his name. Lyramantas, I can't even pronounce that name, but that was for Halloween. Another Tabitha page. I saw this color palette somewhere for the tree, and I really liked it, so I did that. Then there is, let me see if I can, I didn't even realize the light is so, oh gosh. All right, let's try that. I'm sorry about the glare, guys. All right. Christine Karen, that I was really super proud of this one myself. Her skin could have been different, but I didn't really color pages like this, so I mean, I would color her skin a heck of a lot different now, but this is a Tabitha Barnett one. I used a lot, as you see my pictures go, you can see more chalk pastels in the backgrounds. This was a Disney Villains channel, or challenge, not channel, Disney Villains challenge, and I chose, I think it was Maleficent, the colors. So I stuck with that. That's a Tabitha picture. This is another Tabitha from the Easter book, and I tried to go with Happy Spring colors for these eggs. Aurora Wings. This is the Sprite books, and I wanted to go kind of pastel with the kittens. Camellia Angelkova. This is one of my first ones I colored by her. Kelly Horton. It was one of her Patreon pages. I worked really hard on this page too, and yeah. Another Tabitha page. Jeanette Wummel. Yep, I used to do patterns too, and lots of mandalas. Tabitha Barnett. Oh, look at this. Just, oh, goodness. My goodness. Just everything. This is a Jeanette Wummel from the Roots of Design. Jenny Luan. Sassy coloring. Sorry guys, drew a blank there. Yeah, I don't like the way I did that cloud, but I used darker colors for a lot of my pages. If you notice here in these pages, now I'm so much more pastelish. This is a Sherry Baldy from her Flower Town Home is Where the Heart Is. Deborah Muller, Tiki Bar page. Jade Summer Tattoo Book. Edwina McNamee, and you guys have seen this previously, but I colored it in rainbow and then I redid it in different colors. Sassy coloring. The ground is markers and so is the pencil. I think I did most of her in marker except for her hair and her clothes. Another Sassy page. Yeah, I colored a lot more detailed pages, and this was just straight marker. I was bored one day. Just straight marker. Yeah, I used to do a lot more detailed patterning, mandala, flowers. Pardon me. This is another Tabitha picture. This is a sassy page. I love turtles, so when Kelly Horton came out with this on her Patreon page, I was super excited, and I loved how I did the rainbows. I just loved everything about it. So another pattern page that was just colors thrown, like a palette, colors thrown together. That was Pencil by Tabitha Barnett. This was a sassy Patreon page. I had fun with that one. This was from Color and Chicks, from Chicks, not Chicks, Chicks. It was an Easter challenge page or something. As you can see, I added a lot to this one. That's a Tabitha page. This is a sassy one. I loved the turnout of this one, the colors. I did a lot palettes too back then. Sabine Designs, Jenny Lou Ann, this one here is a sassy page, a Kelly O'Gorman page. This one here, I really happy with the way that one turned out. It took me about a week to color this page. Now it doesn't take me as long to color a page, but like this. But when I colored this page, I wasn't 100% sure of myself, and yeah, so I took my time with it. This is a sassy page as well. Another Camellia Androkova page. This one here is an Edwina McNamee page. Lacey Sunshine. Fabrica Fantasy. Jenny Luann. Deborah Muller. So I was very comfortable in the artists that, you know, that I used. So there was Sassy, there was Kelly O'Gorman, there was Edwina McNamee, Sabine Designs, Bennett Klein, Kelly Horton. You know, I would stick, and Tabitha, I would stick pretty much to those until, you know, newer artists and Jade Summer, newer artists and stuff, I started expanding. So the addiction was there, just I had to find all the books and the pencils and the markers and, you know, and all the people that shared the same commonality interest. That's a sassy page. Tabitha Barnett, that was for a St. Patrick's Day challenge. This is Tabitha Barnett, Circles of Love. I kind of flip-flop the colors in the hearts. This was a Selena Fennick, Jenny Luann. You can see my colors are starting to change a bit, like as we get through. Jenny Luann, sassy coloring. I guess my colors are starting to get a little brighter. Sassy. One of my favorite pages was this one by Jenny Luann. It won a few challenges actually when I colored that, because it was different It was definitely different than what most people were coloring for the challenge. So, and that's what I am, different, I guess, and weird. But it's okay to be different and weird. It's what makes coloring fun. This is a Sassy page. Deborah Muller. Another Deborah Muller. That's a Sassy page. Deborah Muller. This one I really enjoyed doing, and I loved the way it turned out. That is a Sassy page. Sorry guys. This one is from Terry Sherman. That's a Tabitha page, and that was for Christmas, and I did not like the way that turned out, and I definitely didn't like the way this turned out either. That is the Lacy Sunshine. That is a Lacy Sunshine Heather Valentin page. This one is, I think it's a Sabine Design one. This one I loved as well, how it turned out. This is a Kirby Rosane picture, and I definitely wanted to go rainbow with it, so I just chose shades of each color and went with it. Jenny Luann. I think this is, yes, I used alcohol markers on this one, and it was a Tabitha Barnett special. And this one, which is the last one in the binder, is a Deborah Muller one. So that is part 3, and we've been through this binder. So part 4 will be my folders that I have not put in plastic sleeves, and I'll show you the 2 folders that I have to go through with you guys. So this is one, and it'll take a while to go through, and this is the second one that we have to get through. So part 4 will be going through those folders, as you guys just saw. Part 3 there is there's a lot of mishaps throughout the coloring journey, to be honest, but again, that's how you learn. That's how you figure out your style. You figure out what works for you. There is no right or wrong way of coloring, and it's very nostalgic to look back because I did a lot of detailed patterned mandalas, flowers, stuff like that. Now, not so much, but that's okay. I really loved going back and sharing it with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing my journey. There's still lots more to see, so keep an eye out for the next part, and just remember, my colorful dreamers, to be kind, stay safe, keep smiling, and happy coloring, dreamers. And until the next one, let me know in the comments below what you guys liked. If there was something, you'd like to see me recolor or anything like that, that's fine too. Just let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Yeah, so until next time, remember to possibly give me a thumbs up. And yeah, big hugs, everybody. Bye.